There is an old shitcoin grift that is being revamped as a new grift. Make no mistake, it's all the same. It's just influencers trying to fleece noobs. Anyways, let's dive into it and take a look. It all starts with some FOMO tweets from bigger accounts. Deal closed. It's a new chapter for Ben and PsyOp. Good luck to ETH Ben. I look forward to seeing what he does with this project. I already know what we're doing with Ben. I couldn't be more excited. Lots of FOMO. The haters will mock. The real ones are going to become legends. Yes, legendary rug pulls, indeed. Then, a couple minutes later, we're not playing games. The future starts today. More FOMO. That was again May 23rd. And now here we go, 27th. People are going to hate me this weekend. That's fine. I'm going to be screenshotting a lot of the comments. Don't worry, bud. I screenshotted a lot of your comments too. So far, you've been pretty terrible. Anyways, it sucks to go through, but sometimes you have to go through the fire to get to the promised land. Next week, you're going to love me more than ever unless you bail. A little bit more FOMO. That's right, guys. Can't sell now. Don't sell your bags of the shitcoin that I created out of nowhere. No. Don't sell those bags. You need to wait because there's going to be big things happening. It's not a bunch of people dumping their bags. Okay, that's not what it is. No. It's going to be utility. Okay, it's going to be utility, and everyone is going to use it. Next big thing, swear. All right, so last week we covered this this Ben coin and the PsyOp and the loyal and all of this garbage. Anyways, okay, so these are just quote unquote meme coins, okay, that were created out of thin air. They do absolutely nothing. There's no, you know what I mean? Like there's absolutely no work behind this. This is just absolute vapor garbage. I've explained this time and time again. It just costs a couple of bucks and you can create shit coins for almost no money. So, anyways, now I think we're coming full circle and we're seeing that the new grift is very much like an old grift from 2016. How so? Well, let's dive into this article and we'll find out. Crypto folks send $1.1 million to Not Larva Labs founder for nothing in return. Well, that's an interesting way of getting money for a shitcoin, right? Because you see, if you were to do an ICO, then there's an expectation of value. It means that you now have to register your shitcoin as a security, right? But hey, if you're going to just quote unquote market and maybe give something away, maybe not, well, the money that you receive for it technically isn't as an investment. Very clever. It's almost like this was done back in 2016 with airdrops. But anyways, what do I know? Crypto degens have sent $1.1 million to the Not Larva Labs founder's wallet with the expectation of nothing in return. It appears to be performance art criticizing the recent fundraising efforts by Ben.eth. There's nothing for sale. I cannot reiterate this enough. People simply choose to send tokens to yougetnothing.eth, or they choose not to, said the pseudonymous founder, who goes by Polly on Twitter. Here you go. These are the tweets from Polly. There is nothing for sale. I cannot reiterate this enough. People simply choose to send tokens to yougetnothing.eth, or they choose not to. And here's some of the comments back. An incredible social experiment. Yes, a great way to fleece noobs. Absolutely right. It's just going to the moon. And over here, we can see Polly's tweet. Hey, look, $1 million. Good night. You get nothing.eth. And here you go. A whole bunch of people sent him a bunch of ETH, and now he has $1 million and you don't. In the past, crypto projects would raise money through initial coin offerings and other setups, often with the pre-sale, where some of the tokens are sold to insiders at lower prices. While such raises have largely died out for now, crypto degens have recently been playing a similar game, although with more risk. A pseudonymous crypto individual who goes by Ben.eth, with a little help from crypto YouTuber Ben Armstrong, or BitBoy Crypto, raised funds for 3 meme coins by asking his Twitter following to send money to a single wallet. Here we go, guys. So far, they've generated $20 million through this strategy. So for the people that have been following this bullshit, okay, you've been pretty much watching Grift Boy argue with exchanges to get the ticker right. So don't get me wrong, in a real development environment, right? In a real dev environment where you're actually producing something of value, you don't give a shit about the ticker symbol. You don't care about the logo. What you're trying to do is build out the product, but there is no product, guys. I know you want to believe that there's something real. I know you want to think that this guy's not a scammer because, hey, look, he's rich. He shows me pictures of him sitting around in Lambos and wearing Gucci t-shirts, right? So ipso facto, he must be successful because he can buy overpriced crap. Guys, the reason why he can buy all this overpriced crap is because you're being grifted. That's all it is. You're just being scammed. Oh, God. Anyways, okay. So to reiterate, so far they've generated $20 million through the strategy, launching token after token, with Armstrong claiming that the tokens will have utility in the meme coin space. So right now they do nothing, right? But they will have utility. Right now they do nothing but raise money, but eventually they're going to do something. You're really going to believe that? Okay. Crypto sleuth Zach XBT pointed out that many participants sent money from centralized exchanges and so would not receive any tokens, and criticized Ben.eth for retweeting a phishing scam mentioning the Ben token. Others have said that this kind of activity means the entire crypto space should go to zero. And I can't disagree with that. I can't. And somebody would argue and say, well, Phil, Bitcoin's a part of crypto. No, it's not. There's Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is the only token. This is what nobody seems to understand. Like, why is Bitcoin one of the main reasons why Bitcoin is so important? And I know that people are going to argue with this, but it doesn't really make a difference because it is what it is. Bitcoin is the only token to have the concept of a immaculate conception, so to speak. So the reality is that Bitcoin there was no expectation of value. It was a pure experiment. Nobody knew what would happen. Okay? It truly started at zero. All these other projects have an expectation. None of them are starting at zero. Why? Because Bitcoin did it. And nobody wants to accept that in their mind. So what they do is they trick themselves into thinking these other projects are like Bitcoin. There's qualities that are like, no, there isn't. It's all corporations. It's all foundations. It's all a individual person in some cases, okay, that wants to make as much as possible in as short a time as possible. And the best way to do it is marketing and grifting noobs on the idea that they could catch the next Bitcoin. It's a fucking lie. You're just being lied to. Anyways, let's continue. So in comes Polly. They've replicated the same model by putting out an Ethereum address and raising money by doing so, but without promising future tokens or airdrops. It appears that the whole idea is a form of performance art designed to poke fun at this arguably reckless form of fundraising. Now, I do appreciate his humor, Polly's humor, essentially showing how stupid this is. But at the same time, I can't help but feel bad for the noobs that donated to this and are never going to see anything out of this. But again, shitcoining appears to be going downhill. And what I mean by that is that the barrier to entry is getting lower and lower. So the scams are getting dumber and dumber to fleece people faster and faster. Anyways, I'm not sure if you've realized this or not, but the entire crypto industry is an absolute joke. It's a mockery. I went and found the actual tweet that was being referred to there, and I like the way it ends. If there is anything you learn from following this account, I hope it's that you should never take any of these literal ass clowns seriously. Well said, Polly. All right, wrapping up the article. Despite their hopes, Polly reminded his following, how long will it take before people realize that after they send tokens, they get nothing? Just to put this into perspective, okay, here's the Ben chart, okay? And I just want to show everybody this. So those tweets, right? Those tweets about how bullish everything was going to be, those were all done here. Hey, the 22nd, the 23rd, right? Leading to the pump. Ooh, look at that. And now look, right? It was worth approximately 2,646 Satoshis, okay? On the 24th. Now here we are, 6 days later, 7 days later, and it's worth less than half of that. Chances are it's going to be going even lower. There's a good possibility. Why? Because it's a grift. It's a grift that doesn't need to exist. And it was meant specifically to fleece the noobs. So to all the people who really want to believe that BitBoy is somehow looking out for you and saving the crypto industry, I just want people to really internalize and realize this person, okay? And it's not just him, but people like this. They don't actually, to my knowledge, they don't actually think that what they're doing is scamming people. They actually think that they're partaking in an industry and that they're somehow helping. The reason why I say this is because I've seen people like GriftBoy point to the one or two people that got rich buying some bags really early on, and he goes, see, I'm not a scammer. Those people got rich. Listen, there's a lot of people that got rich from Bernie Madoff, okay? There's many people who get rich from MLM schemes. That doesn't mean they're not scams. That doesn't mean it's not a grift, okay? Pointing to one or two successful people does not make it not a grift. Anyways, guys, so we can see here the new shitcoin shill is exactly like the old shitcoin shill. Fake airdrops. You can see that this is an easy way of getting around the SEC, saying, "Hey, look, we didn't sell anything. We just gave them free tokens if they sent us money to this address." You know, that's all it was. So I know Ben thinks he's clever. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you're just not that bright. You think you're clever, and this is not clever. This is just a 2016 and 2015 grift, just revamped all over again. That's all it is. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Help us fight the evil YouTube algorithm. And I will catch you all tomorrow.